Hello, dear Cancerians. I'm really happy to have you here with me. Today we're gonna do the July reading for you, and I have to say that I am very, very fond of Cancerians. They are the most amazing friends, and whoever doesn't have a Cancer as a friend, they should quickly do something about it and get one. So I'm really happy to read for you, and cards started to already pop out. Today is going to be a short and sweet reading, answering the 5 questions on the table, and if we are not happy with the outcome, then we are going to pull 2 more cards on how to fix it and what would be the new altered outcome if you fix it by following the advice the cards give you. Okay? Very nice so far. Oh, this one wanted to come up. Oh, wow. That is one brilliant card. Now, I don't think we are going to want to fix this one. If this is the potential outcome, we love it. Who doesn't? So, what's going on with you? Page of Swords. That is news. Did you receive some news recently? Maybe last month, or I don't know, at the beginning of July? It also reflects some swift action on your side. Once your mind is made up about something, and it shows that you are determined and willing to act on the spur of the moment. So basically, the card has a double meaning, saying yes, you need to take swift action. Yes, courage and eagerness will help you get to the end result. Just make sure that you're not too aggressive or too impulsive. Okay, the issues is the 9 of Swords. That's a classic type of issue. It's you worried and staying up at night. And I would like to know, why are you worried? Why are you anxious? You were called to action and now you're anxious about it. And you are somehow worried, perhaps, that you might not be able to complete this project as you want to complete it. So one card is calling you to action, and then you feel that's funny. You see, I'm an intuitive reader, really. So if you look at it, what's going on, what's new in your life, you were called to action, and then all of a sudden you're all in bed and with the 9 swords hanging on top of you. So somehow your mind turned 1 sword into 9. It's like you feel that the burden is much heavier than it actually is. So did you just multiply it by 9 in your mind? And that's what's causing you anxiety. So this card reflects what's going on in your mind. It's not real. It's needless anxiety. And the advice of this card is that you should actually relax in the process, because it will be okay. And what helps you is actually a rather foolish attitude. So, child's energy. You sort of pure heart, trust the universe, go for it type of energy. So instead of, thinking about it, which is the suit of swords reflects thinking, everything related to the rational mind, the thoughts, the ideas, the plans, while the suit of wands reflects action, with or without thinking. Like the Fool is the best card for jumping without thinking, and that is actually what is recommended to you. The cards say you're thinking too much about it. There's no reason to worry. Just take this call to action and act on it like a child. Enjoy it. Jump in the puddle. And it basically represents a worry-free attitude. He actually has a good companionship here to help him release the grip a bit. Look at this fluffy white puppy. It's like a role model, actually. The puppy is kind of a model for you. If you don't know how to embrace the Fool's energy, because you're not that type of person, normally Cancers are quite pragmatic, and they consider everything before stepping into action. But this time the cards say it's not a good moment to do so, and you just have to go with the guts, with your guts. Just follow your bliss. Go wherever you feel you are called to go, and do it without worries about the consequences, because there will be no bad consequences for you. In this spread, there is no negative card except for the one created by you. Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles as a challenge, and the Ace of Pentacles speaks about a new beginning in finances. So and basically, let me try to figure out how to interpret this best in the context of your reading. It is normally a card of prosperity and business opportunity and any kind of wealth, acquisition of goods, productivity, use of resources. The Ace of Pentacles is the start of the journey that ends with the Ten of Pentacles, which is your outcome. I don't really see how to get from the start, which is this ace, to the outcome. So normally between an ace and the 10, you have other 8 cards. Here they don't show up, and maybe that's your challenge. So maybe your question is, okay, I'll do this foolish thing and jump on a new adventure, but how am I getting from starting to actually turning this into a prosperous business which will bring me a happy home and family and all the material success? So I guess this is actually your challenge, is about how do I take this one pentacle and turn it into 10? And maybe you're wondering, isn't this foolish to do so? But if you're worrying about this, that certainly won't bring you to the 10. So my question for the cards would be, I'm going to start pulling extra cards. How can Cancer people get from the beginning of a new business venture or new job or new project or whatever that is, obviously we're talking about beginnings, how are they supposed to get from there to actually achieving their 10 of Pentacles goal? Now I'm actually pulling different questions for you, Cancer, because you just inspired me to. Okay, so how can my dear Cancer viewers get from 1 pentacle to 10 pentacles? All right, 2 of Swords. Blindfolded. 20, Karma. Okay. What could help Cancer people get from a start to a successful finish? Although I have to say this is a huge question, really. What else? The King of Cups, and I'm gonna stop here. I don't want to make this a long reading, yes? Well, you have 2 of Swords. That indicates a negotiation, compromise, sort of tension. You have to negotiate a situation. Now, the 8 of Cups is a card of transition. The cards say you have to move on and leave your old patterns and habits, and even the workplace or the place you're living or your social environment, setting, circle, you have to leave them behind. Or it's in your best interest, as you see, these stars and the moon are telling this girl to actually follow and leave these behind. So follow the dream. And also we have this card, which is the High Priestess, which is the intuition card. Follow your dreams. Follow the path which is written in the sky by the stars being the wishes that you would want to follow, pursue, and use your intuition. So this card is in direct opposition with this card. Why? Because she is all about her intuition, while this is all about worries and useless thoughts. This one says, follow me. And this card, the High Priestess, which is the card of the moon, and she's actually sitting on the moon, as you can see. And you have 2 indications of follow your intuition. Here, you also have the moon. And here, you also have the moon. You have 3 indications. Here could also possibly be the moon. Unless it's a sun eclipse, which I don't know about it, but let's say you already have the moon 3 times. A decision is required on your side. You can't just postpone it. The universe called you into action, and you owe it to yourself to take that action, start fresh, and listen to your intuition on how to leave the familiar shore in order to get to a new land. And as a final advice, you have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is you at your best, which means you when you are emotionally balanced. The King of Cups, he masters emotions. He masters his inner world. In tarot, we have 4 kings, and each one of them stands for something else. The King of Wands stands for action, external power, and everything related to conquering the world through action. The King of Pentacles is the king of material wealth and success. He is relying on his capacity of bringing forth concrete achievements in the material realm. We have the King of Swords, which is the king of ideas, communications, and the intellect, basically. The rational mind, the consciousness. And then we have the King of Cups, which is the master of feelings and emotions, the heart, the inner world. His throne is the throne of the heart. You may call it, see, again, these 2 cards are in a stark contrast. This is the opposite of this. When you are in this attitude, for instance, in a deep state of relaxation, meditation, calm, joy, you feel content. You feel blessed. You feel in a giving state. You are not in this state. You cannot be. Either you are in a state of, I have full mastery of my emotions, I have everything I need, there's nothing to worry about, or you are in this state. Oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm so fucked. These are total opposites. Which one do you want to be? Which one do you want to be? If you want to be this one, then stand in your intuition. Go with your gut. Go with what your heart tells you. If it tells you to be foolish, be foolish. It is much more noble to be this fool than to be this broken woman. She can't do anything in this state. This one, he does have much more chances to actually achieve something in the world. I don't want to scold you, my dear Cancerian friends, but I hope you understand. You only have one card of action in this whole pack. This whole reading for July, you only have one card of action. You have two cards representing the coins, which come as your desired outcome, but how to get there. You have two cards showing that something started and it put you immediately into a sort of you might have a go-to place in your mind. So the moment something new shows up, you might automatically go here. I strongly advise that you just forget about this attitude and try to replace it with any other attitude. Anything else is better than worrying about it, yeah? You have two cards of thinking. Well, actually three, with the Two of Swords over there, because that's a decision that comes with this one. This is the suit that doesn't give you peace. And then all the other cards are cups, or related somehow to the suit of cups, which is your inner world of intuition, connecting with the source. And they are your advice cards. So if you can, in July, just deep dive into that place of quiet in yourself, inside yourself. Just stay there. Enough as to give you strength, to make you feel like the master of your own sea. And then come out and just do it without fear for consequences. And then next month, I hope to see you again here once you've taken some steps towards your new shores, maybe your new private island, and maybe some other actions will show up as a recommendation for you to be able to get from 1 pentacle to 10 pentacles. This is something that might take months. So each month, I hope the cards will unravel a few more steps for you to take. If you like my reading, please thumbs up. If not, I know you understand. Not everybody can be as intuitive as you are, dear Cancers, but we are trying our best here. So, see you in August. And I truly enjoyed reading for you. Thank you.